Well, you know that the film came about because of you. You called up saying...
No.
What?
This is how it all happened. Had you been there before?
I had been there before, but I had no idea of the story.
I know. You?
Yes, in fact, Randy and I met at film school, and our very first project,
Oh my God.
we did it at the Statue of Liberty
Oh,
together.
that's
So it was a
sweet.
full circle.
In my book, I talk about my mother, and I talk about my mother was a prisoner of war. She survived, and then I was born. And she wrote me a little note that said, God saved me so that I can give you life. By giving you life, you gave me my life back. You are my torch of freedom. It was my first image to America when my parents went to America, and I was a little girl, and they sent me this postcard, and there was the Statue of Liberty everywhere. Then when I decided to live here, and I came by boat because I wanted to take time to think about my new life, she was there at 6 o'clock in the morning.
A lot of our films are about subjects or ideas that we are familiar with or seem overexposed, but we don't really know the story. And there was this great opportunity because the museum was being built and you were the godmother of the museum.
What I think is nice about this movie is that this adventure, discovery that's happening, and as you explain it so well in the movie, she belongs to everyone. Everyone borrows her. Everybody uses her. Everybody puts her wherever.
It's a fundraising story from the very beginning, and we didn't know that when we started out making this film following the process of a new museum. But we came to discover that, you know, even before the statue was built, there were these little souvenirs that the sculptor made to raise money to build the statue.
It's because he started to build it in the streets of Paris, and as she became too big to be inside, she was really in the street, so to speak, and therefore people would come by, what is this? And in order to raise money, they had made little statues and so on.
I thought that one thing that I discovered that I didn't really realize, it's this big statue, and it's standing there in the harbor, but the statue is actually moving. That foot is raised, broken the chains, and moving forward. It was important to have the students of Ellis Prep because at that school, it's immigrants coming to America, and so many people in America, all of us really are immigrants. Because the statue is for everyone. It's not just for a few.
I'm so happy with the film because I do think it isn't a critique, a political polemic. It has been a backdrop for protests over the years. I think it's part of the fact that she represents the ideals of America, and one of those is free speech. I mean, she represents the best of who we are. And I think people are drawn to Lady Liberty when they sometimes question we aren't being the best of who we are.
And she is a symbol of the American Constitution, because it's the American Constitution that inspired the French to make it, to pay for it, and to give it to us.
It is a reminder of who we are.
You know, now it's all done, what do you hope people take away from it after they've seen it?
Well, I hope that they feel like we felt, this incredible discovery and then wanting to know more and more and more about it. And it gives you hope.